Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Lori the Frugal Mom. What you're looking at is today's food bank blessings. So this is a local church. They have a food pantry for 3 hours once a month on a Friday and once a month on a Saturday. And they always have really quality items, and they give a lot of things that most of us really can utilize, like fresh produce, eggs, a good amount of meat, which is really a blessing. I just want to point out that this big bag that you see underneath all the bread products, that is not from the food pantry. That is my 25-pound bag of flour that I got at Costco a few days ago. It is much more economical to buy it that way. It is $8.99. Versus $3 or $4 for 5 pounds. So it's $8.99 for 25 pounds. So I'm going to be doing it that way. But anywho, let's get into it. All right. So for bread products, I was blessed with white bread, which doesn't even expire for, another week or so. And then 3 butter croissants, which expired yesterday, but they'll still be good. And then Thomas English muffins, which just expired today. But you know what? If you freeze them, put them in the refrigerator. They stay good, and I know we'll go through them. Then we have 3 bagels. You have an everything, a poppy, and a sesame. And while I'm over here, I'll also show you, we got some powdered laundry detergent. That is a huge help, believe me. However, we have some sensitive skin. So I am going to redonate that to another food pantry, just so someone else can use it. I will never waste it. Coming on over this way, I have this little pastry, conchas, I guess it's called, and that's a good thing. These are just some oranges that I've had for a bit. They're a little bit past their prime, so I might juice them, or I might just throw them in smoothies. Just might put them in the freezer, cut up, just so I can do that. But I'll take the skin off first and use the skin for my homemade spray, which coincidentally is right there. Yeah, the orange peels are what makes the spray orange. And I can also put the link to that video down below if you guys like. Then we got 1 box of thick spaghetti, ultra blessing with the cost of eggs, and it being Easter weekend. 2 dozen eggs, some Trader Joe's pumpkin and pancake waffle mix, a box of stuffing, some homestyle mashed potatoes, turmeric and ginger tea. Turmeric is really good to bring down, blood sugar, so that's good. It's also good for your joints, and ginger, of course, is good for digestion. This is my cat being nosy. Don't worry, I'll wipe everything down. And then I got 2 of these Premier Protein shakes, which is great for my son. A half a gallon of milk. Let's see what's back here. Some orange marmalade to change up the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. A can of applesauce. I've been using this a lot to bake with. This stuff is awesome. Can of Hotel. 1 can of, I don't know if you can see it, but it's diced tomatoes. And then this is a great thing to have in case you run out of your own stock. I got 4 cans of chicken broth. Now these size cans are awesome because you can make chicken gravy from them, or you just add it to whatever you're cooking when you're sauteing. Let me move this paper towel. We also got 1 roll of paper towel. Always nice to get. 2 cans of green beans, 2 different brands, but that's okay. A can of corn. And very appropriate for tomorrow, crispy onions. We got a toothbrush and 4 razors, which is great because Steve shaves while he's here. I would use them too, but, they're good for my son as well. Then coming along this way, this is frozen. This is Peter Luger's cream spinach. My sister and I really love cream spinach. And then we got 3 sandwiches from Wawa. These are frozen. I'll put them back in the freezer. And then I'm told that these are just like stew meat. So this is 4 pounds of beef. and that it was really good. So I'm so thrilled to get this. Really ecstatic. 4 pounds of beef. Like, I can't even tell you how much that would cost in the store. Then we got some snacks, some dots, some white cheddar smart food, some granola bars, some fruit roll-ups. These I'm going to put in my son's Easter basket. Don't tell him. For produce, I got, I think this is 3 pounds of onions, which is an awesome thing to get. That'll probably last me most of the month. I got some frozen green beans. So I'll put them back in the freezer. This cute little bag of creamer potatoes. I'll use them in short order. Some cantaloupe, which just expired today, and we'll probably eat most of it tomorrow with Easter breakfast. Sliced white mushrooms, 2 red peppers, a 3-pound bag of red apples, and a 3-pound bag of Granny Smith. Granny Smith, there's a couple that are bruised, but I plan to just cut them up, and we'll cut the bad part out, and we'll go about our day. And then we got a pound of carrots and this really cool looking pizza ranch salad kit. Looking forward to that. Got some shredded carrot, which is a great thing to have. It's nice to throw it into salads. I've been making coleslaw quite a bit lately, so I'll be using it for that. We got 2 green zucchini and 2 yellow squash. I have a great recipe for like a ground turkey and squash and zucchini casserole, so I'm going to use that for that. A wonderful head of cauliflower, a pound of butter unsalted, and here's the rest of our meats. We got a pound of ground white turkey, 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 pounds of ground chicken. Now the ground chicken, if any of you are getting this, it's very, very soft. It's nice and flavorful. It's made from white meat, but it doesn't really hold its shape, so I don't recommend using it like for like chicken burgers and that. You can use it for like a meatloaf. It's really good in casseroles. So, you know, there's not too much fat to it, which is great. There's not too much fat to the ground beef either. Again, that's a great thing. And let's see. Oh yeah. Also, 5 pounds of potatoes. Now there's one here that's a little funky. It's just starting to go, so I'm going to pick that out. This is going to be awesome for tomorrow. Okay, so I took a break to put some of the cold stuff away. So another neat thing we got with these raspberries store, kind of like a Linza tart, little Linza tarts. They are delicious. I had a few of them. Yes, I know I'm diabetic, but 2 cookies isn't going to kill me. And I'm running late on having lunch, so I can feel my sugar going down a little bit, so it's all good. Let me move those over here. Got 6 bottles of water, which is always a welcome thing, because in the summer, you know, particularly, and when my son goes to the gym, he likes to take a bottle with him. And then we got like a bag of carbonated drinks. We got creamy root beer and light half and half Arnold Palmer, a 0 sugar Pepsi, a regular Dr. Pepper, and 2 cans of Diet Dr. Pepper. Now, Diet Dr. Pepper, if you guys don't know, is my favorite. Besides Diet Cherry Pepsi Zero. So that is what we were blessed with. I'll pan over it again. Such a wonderful bounty. Such a huge, huge blessing. Every time I go to this food pantry, I feel like they get it. They work really hard to secure these donations. A lot of these came from Trader Joe's today and other local farms. The eggs come from a local farm, and private donations, as well as other supermarkets. Some stuff comes from, I'm trying to think. I think it's called Fulfill. It's a food bank. Unfortunately, though, I'm sure some of you have heard, the current administration has cut funding to the USDA, which provides the local food bank with a lot of their USDA staples. I can explain that in another video. However, I don't like to get political, so I'm not gonna fight over who's bad and who's good and all of that silliness. I'm just, you know, so touched and grateful that these folks get it, that, you know, it's just not pasta and mac and cheese that families need in order to keep their kids healthy and themselves healthy. It's all this really good produce, and believe it or not, most of this produce, which is totally fine. It would go in the garbage if people didn't patronize the food pantries and take it home. And that's my cat freaking out. Which is my cue to let you guys go. If I don't post another video before Easter, I hope you guys all have a blessed Easter. And as always, I'm sending love to you all from New Jersey. If this is content that you like, food pantry blessings, budget cooking, living purposely, and very present, and a life of abundance on a budget, and just talking about life in general, please hit that subscribe button and share. Thank you so, so much, guys. Until next time, bye. Want to say bye, Mittens? Bye.